back again with another analysis for us to learn something from it. This is Sina Forest, and if you have been following me, I would say thank you very much for believing and trusting in me for quality analysis. Today we'll still be looking at gold, and when we look at the chart, we haven't had any different thing happen on our chart. So we'll still be maintaining our bias for last week. Last week we were bullish, but before the bullish move, we were looking at price taking a retracement, and then we would now catch our full buys from this very red zone. That was where we were looking at taking the major buys from that particular point. And as you can see, the retracements that we were looking for started from this very end when our buy trade that we entered from this place failed us. So from the previous analysis, we knew that if price breaks this very level, then it means that we are selling all the way to the weekly level here, 32.40, for us to take our main buy. And God being so good, we have been able to make money from the retracement that happened. If you followed through the analysis from Monday to Friday, just give me a thumbs up from this very video or send me a comment in the comment section for us to interact. As I said, this week, nothing much. We're still maintaining on our analysis. What we'll be doing this week is to look out for the entry points that we have to follow. We are still bullish for the week, but retracement is not fully done. So the question would be, where exactly are we looking at for our entries? Now, when we look at the chart, as I did the structure naming last week, you realize that price gave us this very high. We had a low point, we had a lower high, we had a lower low, we had a lower high. Then price gave us this lower low point. So we were expecting price to probably test below this daily support resistance level, which is the 33.15, for us to take our sales, and that sales should give us the third lower high point. But price went back to test the same level at this particular point. And in this case, as I explained, then it means that price gave us an equal high point. So the lower high points that we are having, we have two lower high points, but in this case, they are all at equal levels. So this, our lower high currently would be equal high. So we'll be having this to be equal high. Now, what I am looking out for this week is to see whether price will continue the sales to this place to give us equal low. And if price is able to give us an equal low from this very level, then I will be looking at shooting the market up from this level to possibly get to our 3,500 level that we are looking at, and possible a new all-time high to be created. So this daily support level is a very crucial point for me in my analysis if gold is still going to be bullish. So this is where I'm keeping my eye on, that is 32.40 zone. If that zone is able to hold up very well, then it tells me that my take profit point or the higher level point I'm looking at, 3,500, is going to be a reality. With price currently being under 33.15, as we can see, our candles are still under 33.15, and 33.15 we know is our support resistance level coming from the daily level. So once we have price below it, then in the short term, I am still bearish, and being bearish, I'm bearish up to this particular point. This is where I'm bearish up to 32.40 zone. That is where I'm bearish up to. Now, if price is able to break this level, this minor support resistance level where currently we are having price now, if price is able to break that level, then it means I'll be going long on gold. Currently, if market opens, I'm not having any um, position, or I will not be taking position. If I will take position, I'll be looking for price to either break this minor support resistance level that has been created at this particular point. If price is able to break that level, then fine, I would enter into a buy. But if price is not able to break that level and then break below this level, I look for a retest either within this zone 32.85 or somewhere around 32.95 area, and then short the market to 32.40 zone. And once I get to the 32.40 zone, I'll be watching to see if price is going to give me equal lows here. With a buy confirmation, I would take my buy. Then I know price is now moving me into a bullish market. On the other hand, if price break this small support resistance level that has been created, then what I'll be looking out for is a little retest, or a retest at this point, to the support resistance level 33.15 for a pullback to the zone and then a climb up. Or if price even gets to this level, I would be looking for a pullback and a continuation pattern to the top. Remember, you don't trade what you want to trade, but you trade what the chart gives you. So we just be following the chart to see whatever structures it creates and the confirmation that it gives us. Once this particular zone is respected, this is our short-term support zone that we had from our previous trades or previous days that price kept on respecting. So if price is able to respect that zone once again, then it means that we would be taking our buys to the high side. Now, if we are taking our buys to the high side, where are the zones or areas I will be expecting to break before I will be fully convinced that price is bullish? So this is the zone I'm looking out for, and that is the 33.35 zone. Once price is able to break above 33.35 zone, then I confidently know that price is not coming back into the 32.40 zone, and that our bullish move has already happened. So this is what I'm looking at for the week. But before we would be able to get there, this is a crucial point for gold. This area is a decision point for gold. And as I said, a break above it, I will take the buys through to this area. If I get a sell confirmation, then a pullback to this area to continue. If that doesn't happen, but the sells break below, I take a retest and then get to this 32.40. And then right from there, with a buy confirmation, leads us up to the upside. Now, the next thing I would want you guys to take note of, or maybe keep an eye on, is in the event that price fails to continue the buy trend, then it means that if price breaks this level, if price gets to this support level, pulls up a little bit, and then breaks the level. Once this level is broken, as I said from last week analysis, it is then that I would now turn my attention to the bearish. Because once price gets broken from here, it is continuing the bearish nature on a higher time frame rather than on a short term that we are looking at it. So with that, I will look for confirmation entry that can lead me to the next support zone. So if I'm looking for the next support zone, then in the event of price continuing the sells, I would be using this zone for my next support, or this zone as my next support zone. So this is where I'll be looking at for my next support zone. That is 3160. So if price is able to break below 3240, then with a retest at 3240 area, I will be looking to short the market right from that point until I get to 3160. Then I begin to look for more buying opportunities. If all this happens within the week, I will definitely update you on the possible outcomes through our daily analysis that we will be having. As I said, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please do well to subscribe. You turn on the notification bell, and then anytime any new video is dropped from me, you will be able to get access to it as fast as possible. So in summary, we are still maintaining our bias for the week, which is buy, but still on the retracement, catching the retracement trades. And with the retracement trades, we are looking at price either breaking above, these are mini support zone, and then we use it, our mini resistance zone, we use it as a buy point to buy price up to the nearest resistance. Look at what price will do. If it brings us back to the support level, we look for buying opportunities that will be able to take us to the upside. If that doesn't happen and price breaks below this support zone, we look for selling opportunities that will bring us back to our support resistance zone. If it gives us an equal low, we look at that equal low and then we climb up with it for our buy trade. If that also fails us, then the next thing that we'll be looking out for, if that zone breaks out, is for us to be looking for selling opportunities if price refuses to respect the 3240. Depending on any structure that is created here for an entry, we enter and then bring price all the way to 3160, which in turn we would use to get our buy move to the top to either go and give us that new all-time high that we are looking for. So these are three possibilities that is bound to happen in the market this very week. So as we trade, we just keep an eye on these zones and the reactions that price is going to create on these very zones for us to take our trades. If you are following me, you can check from the description to join my Telegram page where I share daily trade setup with my community members to know the exact entries or to know the exact areas where we are to look at for daily entries. Also, every morning I would be posting daily analysis on the various entry points that we can take our trade from. Thank you, and thank you for joining, and I appreciate you very much. God bless all of you.